Hi, this is Ali for Clean Titans. I'm at the Interstellar Lab display, and they're going to tell me what all this is about. They're a partner of L'Oreal. Okay, here you go. And I have, introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Jim Monet. I'm Chief Product Officer at Interstellar Lab, and this is Marine Kirar, who's our lead mechanical engineer. So our company is developing what you have behind us, which is called a biopod, which are, in a nutshell, an environment control system that is able to grow crops in a very precise way. The idea behind this is to be able to define a very precise recipe of how plants should be grown, so that we can leverage that control environment in order to extract the plant and produce natural ingredients from that. So these biopods are controlled and completely autonomous. We're able to play with basically all the abiotic parameters that the plants need to grow. So the temperature, the humidity, all the lighting factors, so the photoperiod, intensity, the spectrum, the irrigation, the nutrients. And we play with all these abiotic factors to define an optimal recipe and make sure that the crop can grow in an optimal way based on a specific target. That can be a yield, that can be the biomass.
So are you able to get a much higher yield?
Exactly.
Are you able to get more growth cycles than in the wild?
Absolutely. So these systems are completely controlled environments. So you don't have seasons. So you can produce all year long. That's the first thing. And then by playing with these different parameters, you can also enhance the production of a specific metabolite within the plant. The plants are, they are living systems and they react based on their environment. So if you stress the plant in a very specific way, they can react and maybe produce a certain secondary metabolite that can then enter the production of a natural ingredient. And that's actually why
you can increase the amount of production of certain proteins or molecules that you can use in your products.
Exactly.
Or L'Oreal can use in their
Exactly,
product. You can supply those molecules to L'Oreal and they'll use it.
Absolutely, and the interest of this system is, so first, they are very controlled, so you can provide that production all year long. We are also able to monitor exactly how much energy and how much resource you use to produce a specific crop. So in terms of traceability, that's also super interesting, because from seed to harvest, you're also able to know exactly what is the actual cost of growing a specific crop, which is super interesting.
Do you get from seed to harvest faster than in the wild?
Depending on the crops, we are able to speed up the growth cycle, because we're able really to bring to the crop exactly what it needs. So based on that, depends on the species, but we saw accelerating. We can speed up to like three times as short as what you have in traditional.
Wow,
agriculture.
3 times faster.
For specific species.
Okay, and then are you using those LED lights all the time or only specific times of day?
That's a very good question. So the pod you have here is really tailored for research. So that's the initial phase of all the programs we do with our clients like L'Oreal start with a research phase. These guys are very small and they are meant to be indoor. So we use artificial lighting all the time, basically.
24 hours.
24 hours based on what the plant needs. So there is still like the standard cycle. So we stop at night.
So
we replicate the natural cycle of the plant. So we stop at night, for example. So we have very specific cycle and it stops. But the interesting thing is we have pods that are really tailored for production, that are like 20 times as big as this one, really meant for like actually
massive industrial
ones.
Scale production.
Exactly. And these ones are meant to be outdoors. They have same thing. They are like a transparent skin like that can actually leverage solar energy, so we can reduce the use of this artificial lighting.
So what is the cost of this versus doing it out in the field?
I mean, so of course.
Would you like to chime in since you're the mechanical engineer? Do you know the cost differential in the field versus in
It's not always a matter of cost. It's a matter of is your hardware really is your crops related to your hardware? For example, when you are growing very high value-added plants, you can have a hardware that is maybe more expensive, but it's a crops that it's interesting to grow those crops inside those kind of hardware. So it's not always a matter of price, but it's sometimes a matter of also the quality that you expect. So this is also something that
So you can guarantee a certain quality all the time.
exactly.
That's the main interest of what we do. And like Mine was saying, we only focus on high value plants. That's the main, that's the main goal of these kind of devices because, yeah, like you were saying, there's an initial cost to build.
As well as, most of the urban, like vertical farming using LEDs, those projects have failed because they couldn't compete with like growing it in Mexico because it was just too expensive.
Totally.
And the land was too expensive and the electricity was too expensive. So you guys are using solar, and solar has come down in price very, very significantly. So hopefully, maybe that's why I was asking about the cost.
That's a very good question, and that's actually why a lot of vertical farming companies have failed over the past years. And that's why we decided really to focus only on high-value plants and bring to clients like L'Oréal a guarantee in terms of quality, traceability, production all year long. So that's a value we bring on the market that you wouldn't be able to provide with traditional agriculture. And that's
have you guys done anything with genetically modifying these plants to grow more of the products that L'Oréal needs?
No, not for now. No, for now, we really focus on how abiotic parameters, so the environment, can really trigger this kind of specific behaviors from the plant to enhance the production of a certain metabolite. That's we don't do GMS for now.
Okay, but I mean, you could use genetics to
Absolutely.
make the production even
Totally. You could have,
higher, much higher.
Increase
the yield.
Absolutely. And nice thing is, I mean, you would do that in a controlled environment, so there is no like exchange with the.
Right. So you can your experiment can be controlled.
Absolutely.
And you will know exactly what happens.
Absolutely.
There's no external factors to muddy up the results.
Yeah, and any also that's what we saw a lot with GMOs is how they also could spread and endanger like other species and that wouldn't happen in this.
But I know there's a lot of people sensitive about GMOs, but I tell them everything you eat, every plant, every animal is already GMO, but it's just slow GMO. You don't realize it. There's no fruit, there's no vegetable, there's no, cereal that is not GMO. Everything is GMO, right? Would you like to add anything more?
What I would like to add is that in terms of consumptions, so as Jim said, we want to use as much solar energy as we can and then just supply with the LED. But we are also really efficient in terms of water because we developed a special irrigation system that can lower the consumption by 99%.
Excellent.
So, yeah, this is the fog that you are seeing here. So it's the exact quantity of water we need, and we recycle everything. So we don't use a lot.
So the water is just recycled.
It's a closed loop.
Yes,
So
it's a closed loop.
So it's a closed loop. So you filter or clean the water and then put nutrients into it, and then it cycles right back.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And
So what nutrients do you have? What nutrients do these need? So there's no soil, zero soil, or there's some
I can
soil?
actually show you. So the way plants grow is completely soilless, right?
Okay, it's right.
So the roots are exposed in these
It's right.
Yes.
That's great. So completely soil-free,
Absolutely.
and you just providing. What are all the nutrients that you provide?
Exactly. Yes. That are completely tailored to the plants.
Okay.
So based on the plants.
Just what it needs,
Exactly.
and nothing more. So you're not
Exactly.
wasting anything. Nothing is going in your rivers and your water.
No soil infection.
Yeah, you're indoors, so there's no pesticide. There's no herbicide
Absolutely.
because there's nothing is coming inside.
We actually do pest control, but it's preventive pest control that we do.
Right.
Because depending on what's the stage of the plant we start with. If it's from seed, it's like easy. But if you start from a small shoot or you still can have so we do preventive pest control, but it's natural. It's like small insects that are actually.
And you guys are located where? Where's your labs?
The company is American and French, but most of the activities for now are based in Paris.
Paris.
Yes.
Cool. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You guys are from Paris?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys are my first people I've interviewed from Paris. I've interviewed people from 6 continents, 22 countries, so now it's 23. And I'm still looking for a penguin.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
This is Ali signing off for Clean Titans from the New York Climate Week.
Yes.